Hey guys, it's Momtourage, the podcast about being a guys, it's Momtourage, the podcast about being a mom that thinks that most mom stuff is super boring. So we created our own posse. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Keri, and we are ready to walk you down the red carpet of motherhood.
Hi, friends!
What if my face was up like that? Botox is still working, as you can see. Hi, everybody. Happy Thursday. Well, I'm going to move the mic out of our vision.
Thursday. Wow. It's another day. It's another week in 2020.
One day more. One day more.
That song is very appropriate for all of this.
Is. It is. My best friend Val, my other best friend Val, we always say that when we're feeling just really horrible about our lives as a mother, we're always like, I dreamed a dream in time gone by, because we're talking about how when hope was high, sometimes hope is high and sometimes hope is not high and worth living.
Do you think the viewers of our show have caught on to theater nerdness yet? They have to, right?
Yes.
You guys have caught on to that,
probably.
Right?
And how Ashley hates that I do it, but
I mean,
I can't stop.
I went to a theater school. I just people breaking out in song. Anyway, we have
the
got
whole song.
No.
It's just like a teaser.
They all do that. We've got a great show for you guys today. We are talking beauty and self-care with the founder of the luxury beauty line, St. Jane. We're going to have Casey Georgeson.
I hope that,
Sorry.
Listen, I hope her name is Georgeson. That's what we're going to call her. We are not smart and we don't know how to pronounce things. So she'll have to correct us
all
if that's
the time.
wrong. I know. That would be really embarrassing, but we probably embarrass ourselves.
We like literally all we do is embarrass ourselves.
Much,
so, it'd just be another day. And then we're going to have Amanda Brown of Reverie Beauty in Reno. She's going to give us a gua sha tutorial.
True story. I didn't know how to say gua sha till I met you. I called it like Gua Sha.
Oh.
Just like my
I taught you how to say that?
Yeah.
Wow. And all week I've been saying Casey Georgeson. So.
Listen, win some, lose some,
Yeah, whatever. All right, guys. We have a good drinking game for you today. Our word is, sorry, I am off my game.
Our word is CBD. So every time we mention CBD or our guest mention CBD, take a drink.
Should we try it?
Yes.
CBD. All right. So today, by the way, we made very special cocktails in honor of our self-care beauty day. These are I have a collagen raspberry margarita.
And I have a collagen raspberry and tonic. I said collagen. That was hard to say.
Gin and tonic.
Gin and tonic. That's what I meant. Raspberry gin and tonic.
I mean, I feel like my hair is getting thicker. My nails are getting stronger.
My leg hair is getting so thick.
I mean, amen. Me too. It's like 70s bush and all right off the bat.
Everywhere.
All right. Should we drink and dish?
Let's drink and dish.
What a week. I can't even speak straight.
We always start with what a week. Okay. I'm going to say something. I'm going to out you for a second.
Okay.
Ashley's having a little issues with her mom. I don't think your mom's watching. My mom's watching.
I mean, maybe she is.
Sometimes
she knows we're having
issues with your mom. Sometimes when you're very close with your mother.
Yeah.
You are too close and you get in a fight and it affects you in a different way. It's not even a fight. It's just like built up stuff that's happening.
It's so much.
It affects you so hard because you're really close to your mom. And she lives like just right down the street.
Honestly, it's just like the cherry on top of everything.
Of
you know what I mean? It's just like, I just am not doing well. I am not. I'll tell you how I'm doing. Not well, bitch.
What, do you want to share your other stuff, which I'm very proud for you to share?
I mean, I started taking medication this week. I started Lexapro, and that is having some strange effects on me. I just constantly feel nauseous. I just feel off my game, but I'm waiting for it to regulate.
Yep.
But in other news, Sebastian and I are getting along so well. I am enjoying my time with him so much. I know you guys are used to me calling him a monster and saying that he drives me crazy. And sometimes he still drives me like a little bit crazy, but he's 3.
That's like what a toddler is.
Yeah, that's their whole MO.
Yeah.
But it's been really nice. He's like so lovey. Today I was doing my hair and he came in and he said, "Mama, you look beautiful," which is like,
he's so cute.
I'm also just like easy. That's really all it takes for me to like you.
Ashley, you are beautiful.
Thank you so much. Do you want to be best friends?
She's like crying a little bit.
No, I'm not.
She's teary all the time.
That's true. But yeah, it's just been like rough. I feel like it's so easy for people to say, like, don't let the state of the world affect you. And it's really affecting me.
I think that you would have to be living in a hole not to let the state of the world affect you right now.
It's just really affecting me. I have a hard time like communicating with people without bringing up what's happening in the world. It's really, it's like permeating into every part of my being. And I hate it. And I don't know how to not do that. But that's me. Yes. What about you, friend?
Well, guys, I have a new crush. And that crush, I told Ashley who this crush was. No, okay, so my number one crush is forever and a day going to be Paul Rudd.
That's a great
from
crush.
Like the beginning of time.
Great
like,
crush.
Paul Rudd.
Yes.
So I started watching, and I should probably know the name of the show if he's my new husband, but Leah and I started watching this new show.
It's like a pioneering westerny show,
no,
right?
It's Ewan McGregor.
Ugh.
That was terrible. Ewan McGregor and his friend get on these electric motorbikes, and they go all up and down South America.
Oh, so it's not at all a Western.
No, but I'm saying they're pioneering in that they're like camping outside and they're meeting like local peoples of Chile and going up in the mountains and everything. It's to
Our director, Matt, just started laughing.
Anyway, I never liked Ewan McGregor. I'm going to stop with that. I never liked him before, but man, he is charming. I was like watching these, like, stop your panties. I can smell them from here, how much you love this man so much. I was like, he's just so charming. And look at him on his motorbike. So new crush, Ewan McGregor. It's very exciting.
Do the right thing, Ewan McGregor.
He did leave his wife recently, so.
For somebody else.
I know, but they're not totally together. I'm more age appropriate. Anyway.
Is she young?
She's younger than me.
Was she the babysitter?
No.
Okay, good.
She's like in her 30s and he's like close to 50. That's like fine.
Yeah,
that's
like normal.
It's
fine.
That's
fine.
But anyway, so that's like my main thing. And then my other side thing is just that we get our moving crates / boxes next week. And I hate packing. I don't mind unpacking. I really hate packing. And I'm just so nervous about packing.
You hate packing because packing is quite actually the worst thing in the world. It is, listen,
so
there are people who have real issues, like packing to move to your big, beautiful house really isn't an issue, but I totally get it.
I take comfort in these like familiar, scary
things.
Yeah,
for sure.
Because the real life scary things are so terrifying and unfamiliar that sometimes just focusing on like the shit that's always been stressful and scary helps ground you.
Yes,
I think.
Agreed.
So everyone can agree that moving is shitty.
Yeah. I mean, every time I do it, I hate it.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, that's it. It's a kind of a light week for me.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
And I'm enjoying my kind of like early Justin Timberlake ramen hair.
I really like your ramen hair. I think it works for you.
Thank you.
I love it. Anyway, okay, so today we have a very nice giveaway, a very exciting giveaway. St. Jane is doing a CBD.
I should have done my nails.
Yeah, can you Vanna without?
Oh, CBD. Sorry, I shouldn't have made a big deal about it.
Anyway, they're releasing this beautiful gift set. It's their CBD glow kit. It comes in a beautiful, you should see their packaging. It's like a black floral packaging. It's like beautiful, like that
it's
alone.
Like sexy goth, but it's so pretty.
If you just give me that box, I would be like, oh, this is
I want
great.
Like wallpaper like that.
Yes, I actually looked into it. Very expensive. Anyway, but the package contains the luxury beauty serum, which is this.
Which Ashley and I have been obsessed. And it's been can I just vamp for a second?
Please.
It single-handedly helped me get rid of my chin acne.
It is like so good. It is so good. It is like, I've started to treat it like, have you ever seen Chris Rock's Bigger and Blacker?
This is not going in a direction I thought it was.
Okay. Have you ever seen, there's a section in it where he talks about Robitussin and how that's like a cure-all, or like My Big Fat Greek Wedding. They do the same thing with Windex. Right. For me, this is now my Windex Tussin. It's like I have any kind of ailment and I just put it on.
That's the cell. This is the Windex Tussin.
It is.
I know what you mean.
It's like so good. I had like a thing going on here. I put it on.
I put it on the tips of my ramen hair.
Yeah, it's so good. Anyway, their CBD kit, we have not spit this out. The CBD the glow kit has this serum and their luxury lip shine. It's great. So you guys can win this. And it's very easy. All you have to do is tell us in the comments or text us at 918-352-MOMS. Tell us, what is your strangest self-care or beauty routine that you do? Do you want to know mine?
Yeah.
I have a high frequency machine. Do you know what that is?
No, but I've seen you use it.
Okay, so it's basically like a wand that has different like glass attachments.
It looks like a sex toy.
It really looks like a sex toy. But it has different like almost like neon inside, but it does different things. It's supposed to stimulate hair growth. It fixes acne. It fixes fine lines. I love that thing, and I use it every so often.
How much does that shit cost you?
$50 on Amazon, and it was like multiple estheticians recommended.
Is it the kind of thing that like breaks down the bacteria so you don't have?
Sure. I couldn't
like,
tell you.
That's fine.
It's like I don't care how it works. Whatever. It just works. What's yours?
I mean, it's not really that weird. I'm a popper.
Oh yeah, me too.
I know you're not supposed to pop. I'm like a nonstop.
And you like Dr. Pimple Popper too, right?
Sort of. It's like bad. I'm like John Popper of my face.
Of Blues Travelers?
Yes. Sorry, that was a terrible joke. That's really my only weird one. Like I don't really have a ton of weird ones. I don't think I'm not that weird. I mean, I'm definitely weird.
You're weird. You just don't have weird beauty things.
I probably have some weird hair things.
Like you are very weird about your hair.
I am very weird about my hair.
You get your hair cut and colored
more than any person you've ever met.
Anyone.
Yeah.
Anyone.
Yeah.
Ever. Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, here's one. I use Rogaine on my eyebrows.
I don't think that's that weird. Makes sense. Yeah. Right?
Just be careful where you put it because I could have like a full situation.
Oh. I'm like,
you gotta put it with like a tiny little thing because you get it somewhere else and you definitely are gonna get hair there. Anyway, I guess that's weird. Anyway,
we want to hear yours. So again, leave us a comment in the comments below or text us at 918-352-MOMS.
And you get the package.
Yeah, the best, weirdest, funniest answer is going to get this giveaway. And I really think you want this because, again, it's so good. Anyway, let's bring her out, shall we?
All right, let's do this.
All right, today's guest has a long history of being behind the creative of brands like Cupcake Vineyards Wine, Marc Jacobs Beauty, Disney for Sephora, Elizabeth and James Fragrance, nothing, right? No big deal. Now she is the founder of the luxury clean beauty CBD brand St. Jane, as well as a mother to 3 girls, which is like a full-time job on its own.
I have some questions for you, let me tell you. I'm getting ready for my girl journey.
Please welcome Casey Georgeson. Hi.
Did you pronounce your name right?
Yeah, it was perfect. Casey
Georgeson.
Okay.
Yes. Nice work.
We had like mini panic attacks being like, oh my God, is it there like a silent S there? What's happening?
Everybody butchers it. I've heard everything. You guys got it so perfect. I forgot I was a guest. I was watching you guys backstage and I'm laughing hysterically. And I was like, oh my God, I'm about to go on with them. Okay.
Oh, good. We love to hear that. Well, thank you for joining us. We're very excited to talk to you today. I don't know if you heard, we are in love.
We're obsessed.
So happy to hear that. It's funny that you say that it's like your Windex. My husband's Greek. And so we reference my Big Fat Greek Wedding like 4 times a day. And I've said so many times, it's the cure-all. It's the Windex. We use it for everything on our kids. And bug bites, it's such a treatment that we're the same way. We use it like Windex.
I mean, maskne has been such an issue. Like my trouble spots in general during stress and hormone stuff is always around my mouth. Right. Then you get COVID-19 where I have to wear a mask and I'm kind of a sweater anyway. You know,
you're sounding real cute right now.
I'm selling myself so hard, guys. But I'm kind of a treat. No, anyway, but maskne has been such a thing. And this has been such, I mean, Ashley knows before we started using this regularly, I was just like a mess all the time. And I have really sensitive reaction-y kind of skin. And this has been just an absolutely game changer. It's so good.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that.
It looks so sexy on the shelf. You really don't even have to like hide it because it looks so good.
Yeah, it makes me happy when I see it on my vanity. Anytime I get stressed out, I'm like, but there you are. You're so pretty. And yes, so good. I'm glad you girls love it.
Now that we fawned over you, the product, what inspired you to start St. Jane, especially with such a like diverse background?
So I've been a brand creator for the majority of my career. I started in television as a producer for CNN, but for the majority of my career, I've created brands. And I've always loved, you know, sort of thinking about ideas and products out of the blue sky. And I had been creating brands for so many people for so many years. And I'd always thought about creating my own brand, but I didn't feel like I had this, big idea that was going to be enough to make me a founder. Because it's such a difference between being a brand creator and being a founder. The world of entrepreneurship is a roller coaster. And I knew it would take me away from my husband and my kids and my balance in my life. And then I discovered CBD in 2017 and realized that it was such an extraordinary molecule for the skin and no one was working with it yet. And my background in this world of beauty and wine, I knew that when you come across a really special ingredient like CBD, I needed to stop and take notice and really learn about it. And it was what catapulted me into the world of becoming an entrepreneur. It was no longer a decision. I felt so inspired to do it. And I kept saying, I'm just going to do this for as long as it feels right. And that was 2017, 2018 when I started. And it's felt right ever since. We're like a year and 9 months into the brand.
So much about it is just very well thought out that you can tell from from the packaging to the ingredients to the whole look. You can tell it's not a haphazard put together brand. It's amazing. And, I think that so many of us have heard so much about CBD and not everybody knows all the things that it can do and all the properties. And we're certainly seeing so much more of it in the beauty industry, whether it's through like tinctures or balms for muscle aches. What are the benefits, you being the expert, of CBD in beauty and in skincare?
So it's a really good question. So CBD's superpower is as an anti-inflammatory. And whether you're taking it internally or you're putting it on topically, that is what it's most known to be able to do. And when I discovered it, I walked into a dispensary and I'm not like a pot connoisseur. I had bad experiences in high school, on the couch, bag of Doritos, like not a good scene. Didn't know.
Sounds like the beginning of my COVID experience.
Yeah. Now I'm a huge believer in THC and what it can do, but I didn't even know the difference between CBD and THC. And so I went into this dispensary in San Francisco and asked the bud tender, show me all of your CBD products, tell me what they do. I want to understand them. And so he brought out tinctures and topicals, and they were all really crunchy and hippie. And next to them was a list of the things that CBD had been shown to do. And most of them were inflammatory based benefits. So, gut health, immunity, sleep, pain, stress, anxiety, and even reducing tumor growth in lab tests. And I was like, if CBD does even one of these things, it's literally the most exciting skincare ingredient of our time. But at that time, I didn't know very much. So this was a couple of years ago. There's been so much more research since then. But what has stayed true is this idea of it being a very powerful anti-inflammatory botanical. And your body has what's called, I don't want to get too sciencey, but your body has an endocannabinoid system, which is a string of receptors throughout your body that control all of the things that balance your system. So your hormones, your gut health, your sleep, everything. And when it's out of whack, it means that you're not in homeostasis. And taking CBD or putting CBD on topically allows your body to get back into balance. It works like a lock and key with whatever your deficiency is. You use it for about 3 weeks and your system gets back into balance. And so for topical use, it is an unbelievable ingredient against skin stress. So anything that is eczema, psoriasis, acne, your point about acne, it balances sebum production. And all of the research that has come through in the last couple of years has supported this. And we're seeing it real time with our products, but the research is catching up. It's been delayed because CBD up until the Farm Bill passed, which was 2 years ago, 2018, it was considered a Schedule I substance right up there with heroin. So everyone was afraid to use it.
I'm sorry, I just guffawed. I'm sorry.
Right? It's crazy. And so I thought, well, I'm a mom of 3. I can do a CBD brand, no big deal. And all of the vendors that I was used to working with from my Sephora days when I was developing those brands that you mentioned, none of them would even pick up the phone. And if they did, they were like, we can't do CBD. Are you crazy? It's not legal. Now it's changed. And now obviously it's more mainstream, but it was a crazy crazy road. Yeah, heroin, right up there with heroin.
And just to
Listen,
clarify,
if heroin got rid of my pimples, I might consider. I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
I think sadly heroin does the quite opposite.
I know. Sorry, that was a terrible joke. Sorry.
Just for anyone who's watching, I feel like everyone in the world at this point knows this. CBD doesn't get you high.
Right.
I just want to throw that out there for anyone who's unclear about that.
Which is where our name came from, Saint Jane, the innocent.
Right.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah.
So you've done all this beautiful work handling the creative for all those brands that I named before. How did you come up with obviously you have an eye for it, but how did you come up for this like beautiful packaging, the floral box that it comes in? Like, how did you come up with all of that? Because I think that's part of the full experience with St. Jane.
So I wanted it to feel really differentiated. I had been in the industry for years and I'd always wanted to do a plaque on a wine bottle. I've created maybe 50 wine brands out there in the world and we couldn't figure out how to do a plaque. And so it was always in the back of my mind that I wanted to work with that. I thought it was just such a luxe way of dressing up a package. And so I wanted black matte because I felt like the brand had some edge to it. The florals came at the very last minute. We were going black and gold. And at the last minute, I was like, we have such a beautiful kind of plant magic, botanical floral story. Why don't we infuse some of these moody florals onto the secondary? And that has become one of our major branding elements now. And I'm so glad we got it.
Sexy. It's really beautiful.
We both opened it and we're like, oh my
Ooh,
God.
I was like, I want all of my wardrobe to look like this, basically.
It's like a sexy, moody witch.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is, look at that. It's so beautiful.
So pretty.
So you're the mother of 3 girls. You're obviously just like the queen of aesthetics and especially in beauty. So I have a couple of questions. I'm first going to start with I have a couple because I have a little girl myself. And so I'm already fearing the girl mom situation. Like I love it and I fear it at the same time. It's equally held, but what is your number one like hack, your mom beauty hack?
Oh my gosh. One is so hard to pick. I feel like
you can give me a couple short ones.
Right. Well,
not that we need that. Just kidding.
Okay, so let me think about my hacks. So I would say dry shampoo, which I don't know. I feel like you have your hair thing kind of down. I don't know if I need to give you advice on hair.
We have 2 different hair things. My curly hair is very dry. So dry shampoo is never a part of my thing, but I do love a dry shampoo. Yeah. Yes.
Dry shampoo helps. And I know with dark hair, dry shampoo is harder, but dry shampoo helps me go a week without washing my hair, which is huge time saver. I would say mascara, Latisse, a good exfoliator. Latisse. Yeah, Latisse.
I use that on my brows too.
And Latisse.
Yeah, or I flip flop.
Yeah, Latisse has been amazing. Just makes you look like you just woke up without any makeup on. But I don't know. I would say my beauty hacks are really like stay out of the sun is a really big one. It's so hard to do, but sunscreen and a hat are your best friends. I tell my girls all the time, you don't want to look, like you're 100 when you're 45. And
you don't want to look like tan mom.
No.
Tanning cream.
Who I saw once in person and it was terrifying. Just FYI.
I know.
Tanning cream has come a long way. We now have good bronzers.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I do love Tan Luxe, those drops. They can be really deadly when you forget to wash your hands because you look like a honey badger with your hands all. So you have to wash your hands after use. But Tan Luxe can be great for a nice gradual tan. But yeah, I think staying out of the sun is probably the biggest one because your skin will thank you.
How has it been raising 3 girls? What is the age range?
I have a 5-year-old, a 9-year-old, and an 11-year-old.
Well, I'm scared about those 9 and 11 years.
Yeah.
I'm scared about those coming up to teenage years. How's that been so far?
You know what? It is so sweet. They're such fun ages right now. And I was listening to a lot of your guys' episodes before, and you were talking about homeschooling and this COVID time. And it is crazy. It's a crazy time, but I feel like it's such a blessing because I'm heading into those teenage years and I'm never going to get this like bubble back. And so I'm kind of trying to soak in every minute. I can see my older daughter is definitely, she's changing. She's not letting me hold her hand anymore. And
I'm so worried about that day.
That to happen.
My mom, who's listening, still occasionally goes, hold my hand. People might think we're girlfriends, but it's okay.
I do hold my mom's hand in public.
Or like we're walking to shop, right?
Yeah.
We're holding each other's hand.
Yeah, we like hug in public and stuff. So she'll come back to it.
Okay, that's good. I know. I remember the day that I stopped holding my dad's hand because I was like, people are going to think that I'm your wife, and I was like, so
second wife, not first. So there you go.
Exactly. But it's been incredible. I feel so grateful to have 3 girls. I was just having a conversation with someone who's having her second boy. And I was like, it's so sweet to have the same gender. And the time that we have with them, it's really, really special. My husband is like into being a girl dad. We're all about sort of girl power in our house. St. Jane we call it our 4th daughter because it takes up so much time. But the girls get to be involved in it. And it's really cute. Like my 9-year-old this morning was helping me with a to-do list. And she was WhatsApping one of my vendors in Asia, like telling her all the things that I had on my to-do list. I was like, well, you're going to be a CEO one day. It's great.
Oh, that's so nice.
I know it's not quite the same, but my mom was an Avon lady as her side hustle when I was growing up. And let me tell you, as a girl, having a mom that did something in beauty, it was the best because I always I knew how to do my makeup well. I never looked bad. I had all the products. Friends would come over. It was like always the best having a mom that was in doing something in beauty. That's nice. So I'm sure your kids are very thankful that you are in the beauty industry.
It's fun. It's really fun.
Are you ready for a little quick fire? We're going to ask you some questions and you just give us off the cuff, first thing that comes to your head. You ready for it?
I'm ready.
Okay. What is the best thing about having 3 girls?
Sisters, just having them together as sisters. And I see glimpses of them as adults and being best friends. And I just love that they're going to have each other.
Well, that's nice.
That makes us now want to have more kids. Ashley's like, no, it doesn't. Okay, so what's your biggest fear about having 3 girls?
Oh gosh, body dysmorphia, eating disorders, peer pressure, bad decisions. Basically, I want them to avoid all the mistakes I made as a teenager and then all the new ones that have come up since then. I think my biggest fear is just the crazy world that we live in and the pressures that they face. I think in a lot of ways they have it better because we're aware of some of those deficiencies in our culture, but we also, because we can name them, but they're also still there. And so I navigated being a girl and made it out on the other end, obviously, but like, it was not easy. I learned a lot the hard way and there was no playbook.
How about number 1 tip for managing motherhood and work in the time of COVID?
Get outside and listen to podcasts and walk or run or just get some fresh air because there were moments in the last 9 months where I literally thought I was going insane. And the only thing that saved me was getting outside with no one except my phone and my earbuds and whatever podcast I was listening to, you guys or whatever. It truly saved my sanity. You have to build in balance and you have to build in your boundaries for yourself because no one's going to do it for you. And the only person who's going to suffer if you don't throw up boundaries is you.
Yeah. I know for a while there in COVID, it felt like we were in some weird horror movie that took place just in one room.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes you just have to expand your vision a little bit past what you are, whether it's in nature or, whatever.
Yep.
Okay. So what's the most embarrassing parenting moment you've had to deal with so far?
Oh my gosh. So many, but the one that comes to mind first is when my older daughter started kindergarten, I was still working in the wine industry and we got a call from her teacher, her kindergarten teacher. And her teacher said, we need to have a conversation because we asked Sophia what her mommy did for work. And she drew a bottle of wine on her paper.
I think a lot of us can relate to that, but for different reasons.
Yeah, my son's probably going to do that, and I don't work in wine, so it's fine.
That's amazing.
This is our number 1 favorite question. What's the weirdest Instagram account you follow?
Oh gosh. Okay, so not into like the pimple popper stuff. I was hearing you guys talk about that.
It's a double-edged sword. It's like a 2 a.m. shame spiral, but
You guys, I would like sort of hate Instagram. I'm only on it when I have to be. I need to post more I don't really.
Good for you, honestly. Good for you. I wish that was my.
Just get an intern.
Yes.
That's fine.
You're better off.
I like baby animal influencer accounts. Like that's my like go-to, like baby goats or baby pigs. Or recently I found a dog that dresses up in clothes that I'm really
Eileen's
into.
on posts. It's a whole thing.
Whole thing.
And then lastly, if you had a reality show, what would it be about and what would it be called?
Oh, well, our house is a reality show all day long. I would say it would probably be like my husband calls himself the sorority house hasher. It would probably just be here. Like he makes every meal. He's so amazing. But yeah, like our little sorority house, Kappa
That's
Georgeson.
cute. Oh, that's cute.
That's really cute.
All right, we have one more game for you. This one's even more fun, okay? It's called Pick Your Headline. So in honor of your former life as a segment producer for CNN, we have picked some real headlines, and we just want you to pick which one would be your top headline of the morning. Okay.
A man flying in a jetpack has been spotted in the skies over Los Angeles. Or Finnair believes travelers miss flying and airplane food. Which one would be your
Oh, the jetpack man over LA.
Nice. That's a CNN headline.
Yeah. I have cited our sources in case anyone needs them. Trump rally billboard says super spreader event this way, or Mamma Mia, Rudy Giuliani threw potential super spreader event for Trump on Columbus Day.
The first one.
That was another CNN. You're going CNN heavy.
Yeah.
Police break up counterfeit wine ring, or how to pair great wine with McDonald's.
Oh, well, I think great wine with McDonald's is pretty fun.
All right. That's a Grub Street.
Mm-hmm. How about how Pence learned about fly on his head, or don't kill that large mosquito. It's just a crane fly looking for sex.
Wait, I want to know how Pence learned about the fly on his head. I really actually want to know that headline.
I didn't actually read it. I'm sorry. I was trying to get the script going. I was like, that works.
Probably when his wife was like, honey, there is a fly on your head.
Kamala,
something that happened. And he's like, what? I thought I did great.
Yeah, Kamala did go on Maddow and said that she saw it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was like, yeah, I saw it. It's pretty funny.
Okay. I can never pronounce this one right, so you have to do it.
Okay, the red pill QAnon uses to lure Christians, or what if a pill can change your politics or religious beliefs?
Oh, the second one, and I wish it were true.
It's from Scientific American,
so who
maybe
knows?
maybe
it does. Okay. Cows like to listen to humans in person, study says, or cows hugging emerges as latest wellness trend. People think it's very relaxing.
Cows hugging is, all day long.
All right. That's from people.com, super reliable source.
Wow.
All right. How about Arizona family finally has answers after mystery object lands in backyard, or what's next in 2020? How about Bigfoot and UFOs?
Well, I wouldn't put it past 2020 for the latter.
You want to do the last
Sure.
one?
Working for Satan, dozens refuse to cooperate after COVID event. Or Stevie Nicks says Botox make her look like Satan's angry daughter.
Oh, Stevie, I'm so sorry. Botox doesn't work for me anymore. I'm metabolizing fast.
Listen, all I have to say is if it makes me look like Satan's angry daughter, I don't want to know another way.
I don't want to look like his happy daughter. How's that?
Also, I do love Stevie, but I think other things are making you maybe look like Satan's angry daughter.
Yeah, maybe.
I think so. Just saying.
Yes,
anyway.
Like the 70s.
Exactly. Yeah. Like all
those drugs.
Yeah.
Anyway, this was so much fun. Can you plug everything? Tell people where to find you, where to buy St. Jane?
Absolutely. You guys are so sweet. Thank you for having me on. So you can find St. Jane on stjanebeauty.com. Our Instagram is at St. Jane Beauty. You can find us at Sephora, at Credo, Revolve, Beautylish, and our products are
right?
And Bloomingdale's. Yes.
So basically everywhere where my credit card has been overspent.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay, great.
But try us out. We want to hear from you. So let us know. Follow us on Instagram. And I watch every DM. So when I'm on Instagram, it's usually for work. And so I see almost every DM, and I love chatting with people. So give us a follow.
And pretty much anyone that listens to the show knows that I'm like a hardcore skincare whore, pardon the phrase, but I'm more skincare than beauty. And Ashley is a little bit more beauty than skincare, although the two go hand in hand. And this is one of my top-notch products. Like it's so amazing.
Yeah.
So thank you for it. Thank you for helping me with all my inflammation, skin issues, and you're the best thing to come out of 2020.
Yeah, truly.
Ladies, I'm so happy I discovered you guys too. So it's mutual.
Yay.
Hey, have a good night.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Oh my God, I love
a
that.
joy. Love
she
her.
was such a joy.
Also, the cleanest kitchen I've ever seen.
That kitchen was incredible.
I mean, that kitchen was so nice.
That's neither here nor there. All right. Shall we move on?
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys ready for a little tutorial? This is going to be fun. All right. So longtime members of the Momtourage know that we love some gua sha. Our next guest is the owner of Reverie Beauty in Reno, Nevada, a mother of two, and a gua sha expert. Welcome, Amanda Brown. Hi.
Hi.
Oh,
Thanks
my
for coming on the
goodness.
show.
How are you guys? Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. We're very excited to have you because we talk about gua sha all the time, and I watch tutorials all the time, but I never
watched them. I just kind of just free
balling it.
I'm free balling it. I'm like, what feels good? Just go with it, baby. That's what I do.
So we love it. We've only done it to ourselves. You've never had.
That sounded really weird. No, my facialist has done it.
Oh, okay. Well, I haven't had a facialist do it to me. But when I do it, I can really see improvements. For people who may not know, can you give them like a quick rundown of what gua sha is?
Yes.
And if I'm saying it right.
You are. I always tell people it's gua like guacamole.
Oh, that's good.
All right. Yeah. Anyway, so gua sha is so good for lymphatic drainage. So you hear a lot about lymphatic massage, but we can actually use a stone to promote lymphatic fluid and draining toxins away from the face. What's really beneficial with this is we're removing toxins. So sometimes they purge through the skin. That might be where the acne is coming from. So it's really clearing for acne. Can be really great for deep puffing, and also lifting, contouring, anti-aging, all those fun things.
Just everything, basically.
Yeah.
So, okay. So here's my question.
Okay.
I've got 3 separate.
She bought a kit of gua sha paddles.
And the instructions were not in English. So I have no idea what I should be using for where. So before we even start this tutorial, what do I do with all of these? I have this one, which is
this is the one I'm using. This is the St. Jane.
Okay.
So the truth is you can do
I have an extra hump like a camel. Yeah. And then I have these guys.
Use any of those for so the flat edge here. I like these tools just because the more surface area of the skin or of the stone on the skin is going to be a little bit more effective. So yes, you have all those tools and you can kind of just play around with them and see what works. But truth is they're all going to be effective.
Great.
So I know, maybe we should tell the audience that you love the St. Jane serum as much as we do. This is how we got introduced to each other, was that this love of the St. Jane to gua sha, because after I do everything, then I put this on and I gua sha at night. So we're going to use this today.
Yes.
Will you give us a little bit of a tutorial? How many drops? How do we start this puppy?
Yeah. So you always want to start with a cleansed face. So I've already done that. We have the St. Jane oil here. When I'm doing gua sha, I'll usually do a full dropper full.
Oh, you want more?
And that's because you're going to apply it to your neck.
Oh, I didn't do my neck.
Face, under eyebrows right there. So why we use a little bit more for gua sha is because you want to find a balance between a slip and a grip. Because you don't want to pull the skin too much or overly stretch it. So it's really important to start with the neck and typically behind the neck. So you can take your tool and just kind of go upward strokes. This feels really good too if you carry tension in your neck.
I do.
Who doesn't? Oof.
Yeah.
I never do the back of my neck. This feels so good.
Yep.
Is it common while you're saying this? Is it common after I do my whole face? It feels kind of hot.
Yep, because you're creating circulation.
Oh, so should we be going down?
Up.
Sorry. Oh, up. Sorry.
Up, and then you can go down too.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
These are your scalene muscles, everyone. Right here, from underneath your ear, all the way to your collarbones.
Yeah, the SCM.
Anatomy.
Okay.
Okay, so doing this is opening up the lymphatic system. So we have lymph nodes that come down our face and they drain down our neck. So that's what we're doing, is stimulating the lymphatic system to open up. And that's going to allow the lymph fluid to drain more efficiently. So from there, I go to the chin, and you always want to work. What's that?
Same side, this side?
You can use any side that feels comfortable to the contours of your bones. But you do always want to work from the inside of your face outwards. Think of like the lymphatic vessels draining down. So you're kind of pushing that lymphatic fluid out kind of towards your hairline or your ear. And I usually will work from the jaw upwards. And you can do about 5 to 10 strokes in each section.
So here's a question, and Linda just made a comment about it, but this is always my question. How much pressure should I be putting? Because I feel like I'm like scraping the sidewalk on my face. Yeah. I think that's too hard, right?
So true. Yeah, the lymph nodes are pretty close to the surface. So it's like medium, light to medium, especially like here on the cheekbone. But when you get to the under eye, it's really light because that's really thin.
Mom, where's the carotid artery? That's in your neck, right? I think.
Yes.
I'm just asking my mom that. Oh,
so
this feels good.
This feels really good. I'm getting close because I'm trying to see you a little bit better. There we go. Okay.
See, I always use the little side. It makes so much more sense to use the big side. I guess I should have gotten directions in English or watched anything.
And then another key point to be a little more effective is instead of doing a 90-degree angle, let's see, can you see me like that? You're going to lay it more at like a 30-degree angle and allow that stone to pick up more lymphatic fluid.
Oh, this is good to know.
Another key point is using your opposite hand as an anchor. And you kind of stretch the skin out.
Oh, like opposite tension.
Yep.
So may I ask, why is it that you like the St. Jane to do it? I know why I like it, but I'm not a professional. So what is it for you?
It's exactly what you talked about with Casey. It's all those anti-inflammatory benefits and properties. You know, I have a lot of clients that will come in with rosacea and they go home with St. Jane, or they'll get a Gua Sha facial with St. Jane, and they'll text me a few days later and say how much it has improved their skin. So any of those anti-inflammatory, but it's also really great for anti-aging too. So you're hitting all those benefits.
You want to ask about Botox? I think you should.
What about it?
Like, if you should do this when you have Botox.
Should you do this when you have Botox? I just got Botox.
That's a great question. So typically you want to wait about 2 weeks. And that's just because you don't want to displace the Botox. But after that, it's perfectly okay.
Yeah, good. I can't remember.
You don't give yourself a lazy eye.
Right. Oh, that would be terrifying.
So one of my constant concerns is, have we covered the whole face?
Yeah.
That like,
and then you just kind of sweep it all down.
And what is this jiggle?
What's the jiggle?
Yeah, what does the jiggle do?
It's just kind of loosening up that lymphatic fluid.
It seems legit. That's
I want to know.
This seems extra legit. Yeah.
So, okay, my concern is the 11s. I know Keri has a concern she wants to ask about too. Can you show us some tricks for the 11s right here? Because unlike some people, I've not had Botox yet.
You could have gotten it, girl.
I could have, but I didn't.
So this is the time when you're going to take the 90-degree angle of the stone, if you can see that. Say we have these 11s going up here. You're going to kind of anchor and stretch the skin, and then you're going to do, let's see if you can see, light,
it's like crisscross
movements
down.
So if we're going perpendicular to the line, so whatever line, whether if you have 4 headlines going this way, you'd work like this, but if you have those 11s, you'll work like that.
So if you have lines going this way, you do it this way?
Yeah.
Oh.
The direction of the line.
Nice.
I don't know why this is being.
And that's releasing the muscle fascia that brings the muscles together that creates that wrinkle.
So I have TMJ and I'm a teeth grinder. What would you say about that?
Yeah, so Gua Sha is fantastic for this. You can take an edge that might be a little more bulkier or pointy, and you have this masseter muscle that's right here, and you'll just take that and just like go along.
Oh, chunky.
What end are you doing that
Masseter, the pointy end.
Oh, okay. This thing. Okay.
Ooh, child. That is.
And it helps if you open your mouth a little bit. You can get deeper into that muscle there.
Oh,
Matt,
boy.
you should do this at night.
Oh boy.
My husband grinds his teeth. He has to wear one of those very sexy mouth guards.
Me too, Matt.
Yeah.
Me
Not
too.
as bad as yours, but
I have
you know.
a crazy mouth guard. Oh,
There's also a spot right up here above the ear.
I know that. That is always like tight ribbony. Oh,
Yep.
That's where my migraines come from, right? That muscle right there.
Yep.
So what are you doing? You're doing up and down on that?
Yep.
Oh man. I feel like when you pet a dog correctly
Yeah.
and their foot goes like
Yeah,
this.
that's
what I
exactly-
feel like.
That's actually exactly what it feels like. Okay, and then one more concern we kind of had, which we both have this like we were both born with it, just like the neckline.
I call them chicken rings.
Yeah.
So same thing. This is going to help bringing that up. So this would be after you do all the lymphatic drainage at the end. You just lift everything up. And then again, go over those lines really quick and light pressure.
And one more, just cause you can't stop,
Yeah.
won't stop. How about like the waddle?
The waddle.
Yeah,
Yeah, right here, the underhang right here.
Oh yeah. So again, just bringing this out is you'll notice this move will contour the jaw.
My mom just said I need one of those things. Well, Mom, I have 3. You can have one.
Well, let me also ask you, is there a benefit, and I don't want to downplay anybody's paddles, but is there a benefit to a certain kind of paddle or just like
certain kind of stone?
Yeah, mine's just like an Amazon like $12 one that's jade. Maybe it's not real jade. I don't know, but
Yeah, I mean, that's sometimes you hear that from Amazon, it could be like a glass stone. I don't know that I've really experienced that, but there's so many different stones out there. I think it's finding what shape works best for you. Yeah.
Being a yoga teacher, no, I'll just say that some stones I've found, I'm not going to go full hippy dippy. Don't worry.
oh, you were going to tell me about different crystals and rocks.
Yeah, I'm just going to say certain stones retain cold longer and take on heat longer. So depending on what the need it is for, certain kinds of stones just hold heat or cold longer. So that might be beneficial.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
all.
so if
So
that's the case, I would recommend, and you would have more knowledge with this, but whatever stone carries more heat because you want to bring more warmth to the skin.
Oh,
So I
that's
actually warm my stones up during my facials.
Oh.
So you can
That's
always
just something
put
I
it
know,
on
yeah.
a towel. Yeah.
Yeah, they say darker stones like the stone you have actually conduct more heat and are a little bit more durable under heat. That's just like a general hippie stone comment, not specific to the book.
And I have one more question for you, and that is how I'm acne prone, so I always clean my makeup brushes. I'm very like clean about everything. How do you clean this bad boy? Because I've been using rubbing alcohol, and I feel like that's not the right
I just
thing.
use soap and water.
Soap and water. Yep.
Any
But I will give you a tip because they get slippery with the oil. So put a towel into the basin of the sink. So if it falls, you don't break it because they will break.
genius. Wow. Thank you so much. I feel like not blind. I try to do this every night, but I go into it blind because I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
You are definitely taught me some trips because I was like schizophrenic weird. Now I know. That's right. So thank you so much.
Yes, my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Oh my God, what a joy. Can you tell us about Reverie Beauty and about yourself? Plug yourself, tell the people where to find you.
Yeah, my website's reveriebeauty.me. I'm mostly on Instagram, Reverie Beauty Reno. I have a treatment room here locally where I provide facial and skincare services. And then I have an online store as well to ship nationwide. Yeah.
You sell a bunch of great products. And your Instagram has wonderful tutorials, wonderful gua sha tutorials. So definitely check her out. She trained with my ex-favorite gua sha person. Now I have a new favorite gua sha
listen,
person.
I cannot wait to travel again where we can go to Reno girls trip
Oh,
and get some treatments.
Reno, Lake Tahoe. Yep.
I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us. You have to come back and like teach us something else.
Yes. Would love to.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
I've already lost a gua sha pet.
I
Oh,
don't
there it
find
is.
it.
Well, now
Guys.
that Gala wants one and my mom, I guess I have uses for all three.
That was so fun.
Oh my God. First of all,
When we wash our makeup off, we have to do the other half.
I know all I have to say is any time for self-care is good.
Yes.
This is one thing that I know I don't want to take up too much time, but one thing during the pandemic, I've really tried to, since I had a baby, I've let a lot of my skincare routine, just go by the wayside, like not even like sometimes brush my teeth at night, which I'm an obsessive toothbrusher.
Oh, I definitely don't brush my teeth.
I do. I'm kind of an obsessive toothbrusher. Anyway, but now since the pandemic and we're like home all the time and stress is higher, I've really made it a point to get back to like the things that make me feel even a little bit grounded, and skincare and oral health are two of those things. So I have been gua sha-ing and using this, and it makes me just feel special again.
And it's so easy. You just sit on the couch or in bed or whatever before, while you're watching some TV, before you go to bed, you put it on and that's it. And you're done, and you're like, preventative measures. I think it's great.
And I know you said that it wasn't supposed to do it, but I was like gua sha-ing when I had my acne, and it helped. It really helped my acne.
Well,
it was amazing.
I said it because it's cystic, and when you rub cystic, it makes it bigger. But
whatever the mixture of that, it like cleared it right up.
That's
It was
great.
amazing.
That's
yeah.
great.
Anyway,
All right, shall we move on to hashtag swag bag? You guys, you know what our hashtag swag bag pick is.
I
this
should have
week.
done my nails. Hashtag swag bag. Hashtag swag bag.
It's the serum. This
Look how fucking sexy this shit is.
aside from that, which it is sexy, it's beautiful. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna cut to the chase. It's $125 for this serum, and it is worth. I am not a woman of wealth,
No.
but no, but it is worth every single
Worth
penny.
every single penny.
It is so good. And I am the queen of finding dupes. I am the queen of like, ooh, I
Smells
really
good.
like
It's
this,
really
but I want to
good.
do something else. It is worth it. Check it out. Head to go ahead.
I was just going to say, I'm very sensitive to smells, and often serums and especially oils are like too floral. And I end up spending a lot of money on
No.
a product that I read about, and I just can't deal with it. Look what I just did to my hair, 1.21 gigawatts. That's what I just did with my hair right there. Anyway, this smell is really mild. It like has a nice smell, but it's so mild. Anyone that has like breathing stuff was like weird with scent, you're not going to be triggered by this.
It's really good.
That was such an old lady recommendation. You won't be triggered by this smell, but it's important in beauty stuff.
I don't think it was, but it is very important. It feels luxurious. It's a nice feeling. So go pick it up. You won't.
And now
regret
that we
this.
told you how much it was, don't you wish that you went in and put in your craziest beauty routine?
Did
Because
you
now
tell
know
us your
that.
craziest beauty routine? There was a runner up in the comments.
Okay.
It's from Lalaine Greco. She says, weird, always picking at my pimple scabs. Me too.
Me too. Who doesn't? I want to know the person that doesn't pick
Show
their
me a
pimples.
person who doesn't pop their pimples or pick their scabs.
And that person is a psychopath, I think.
I agree.
Armchair psychiatrist right here.
Our winner is Yvonne, who texted us.
Good. Yvonne, we love you.
Because it's a really good. I mean, it's weird.
Okay, good.
She says, my crazy self-care. I do a hair mask with avocado, egg yolk, mayo, and aloe vera. Also, rice water for hair growth. I want to know how you have time to do that.
Also, so what do? You make the rice and you drain the water out of it?
Yeah, I think
How do you
so.
do
I
rice
think that's
water?
rice water.
Rice water is good for a lot of stuff.
Is it?
Rice water is what they then ferment to make sake, which is really good for your face.
Right. Okay, so
I
that
put
makes
sake
sense.
on my face, but it's in a product called a different. Well, it's
And
it's a brand.
we were once told about someone who puts
Cold milk.
cold milk right
That's
on
right.
their face.
Yeah.
And that
I'm stroking your dog's belly with my bare foot
She's
while
very
this show
happy.
is going on.
So anyway, congratulations, Yvonne. We'll reach out.
Girl, you got to get some good products.
This is you really
Mom, you should have written in something. Come
Guys,
on, get that product.
guys. I just want you to know if you're watching the show live write in because we have a giveaway every episode and they are good. And let me tell you, November and December, we are doing our holiday gift guide.
We have so many giveaways.
So many that are only going to be available to live viewers.
So listen,
put it in your calendar.
Comment, get ready. Be active.
That's all I got to say about that.
We got a lot of good shit. Seriously.
What a good show.
Thank you, guys. We plugged in our microphone this time, which is a big help.
Step in the right direction.
To the show.
No, Linda, you are not.
You are never disqualified. First of all,
no one is disqualified.
Also, we have different last names. So we're never.
Why would you say that on air?
Well, we do. You're never disqualified, mother.
That is the right answer.
Never.
Oh my God.
Ashley picks mostly anyway. I don't pick the winner.
Anyway, thank you to Casey. Thank you to Amanda. Great show.
Thank you to Matt,
Thank you,
our
Matt.
director.
He's the best. We're going to be back next week with Stephanie Carton. Hopefully I'm not mispronouncing that last name too, of Entreprenistas
Her name
and
is
Social
Ashley
Fly.
Smythe.
Yeah, no one can ever say my last name, so whatever. Make sure you're listening to our podcast. It comes out on Wednesdays.
Different content.
It's a different show, guys. You get 2 shows a week with us. And who
honestly,
doesn't want
guys,
that?
Also, honestly, I don't know how we're doing it.
I don't either.
I don't know how we're doing
We're
it.
hanging on by a thread. But
That's right.
We
But we're
like
doing
it.
Yeah.
Anyway, we love you all. See you next week.
Bye, guys.
Okay, that's our show today, folks. Thank you so much for giving us a listen. Please do not forget to rate, review, and subscribe. We are out here on our own, and these things really, really matter.
We want to hear from you. Tell us what you want to hear. Email us at momtouragepod@gmail.com.
Follow us on Instagram at Momtourage Podcast to hang out with us all week long.
We are here for you. You are not alone. We got you. So go ahead, girl. Know this posse is behind you and go slay. Momtourage is written and produced by Ashley Smith and Keri Sotero. Recorded and mixed by Lee Mars. Our theme song, MILF, is by the band Mama Drama. You can find them on Instagram at Mama Drama Band or mamadramaband.com.